Okay, from where we last left off in Sunrider, we just rescued Asaga, and we are making our daring escape. We have made it to the moon, Captain. Retrieve our riders. Slingshot us around the moon close enough to graze the sand. Okay, I think I actually covered that in the previous one, because I made a crack about that. Aye, Captain, our artificial gravity generator is nearing its limit. Holy. It's the Legion waiting for us on the other side of the moon. It's preparing to fire. Break off, hard to port. We're exceeding our safeties, Captain. All hands, brace for impact. Warp preparations are complete. Warp! Captain, we're now safely inside Alliance space. No sign of further pack pursuit. Good. Stand down, red alert. That was one hell of a rescue, Captain. Tell the truth, I can't believe we made it out of that alive. It's those new Flak systems, I tell you. You did well, Ava. I knew I could count on you. Thank you, Captain. We're receiving a message from the Alliance vessel Aristotle. They want to know our status. Banged up, but still kicking ass. Tell them we mean no harm. We'll be approaching the nearest safe harbor for supplies and repairs. Aye, sir. Take us into port, Ava. I think I've had more than enough adventure for one day. Understood, Captain. Setting course for the Alliance planet of Farport. ETA 18 hours. I think Farport's the end of the first chapter. Begin Captain's log. Yeah, this is usually where I stopped. We've arrived at the Alliance world of Farport. News of Ryuvia's fall has spread throughout the Alliance space like wildfire. Now there can be no doubt about Arcadius' ambitions. With Pac now on its doorsteps, the Slower Congress has convened for an emergency session. The only possible outcome is a declaration of war. Sunrider is now caught right in the middle of the biggest intergalactic war of our time. I'm not sure just where we stand here. Yeah, this is the way I'd go it. My gut feeling is that we shouldn't get too close to the Alliance. The Alliance is mired in politics. Whatever is good for the Alliance may not be in the best interests of my ship. For now, it'll be better to wait and see what the Alliance wants out of this war. That's a tame doorbell. And log, come in. How's it going, Captain? Asaga, have a seat. I mean to speak to you about what happened on Ryuvia. You must have so many questions. First, I'm sorry for lying to you. I didn't mean to place the crew in danger like that. I guess I was just naive. I thought I could just keep pretending to be Asaga Okron for the rest of my life. I guess real life doesn't work like that. It doesn't matter now. I'm just glad to have you back. You saw your own father get killed. Are you alright? Yeah. Even though I hated my father for marrying me to the Venusaur, I think in the end he was just trying to do his best to protect me. I'm not the type to get all depressed, Captain. Not while there's still something I can do. I'm going to avenge my father by ending Pact once and for all. As long as I still have my Blackjack, I'll keep fighting for my father's memory. Glad to hear you're taking this strong, but remember, we're all here for you. You don't have to carry your burdens alone. You must know more about Arcadius. Is there anything you can tell me about him? I'm sorry, Captain, but not even I know much about him. Not even the metal composition of his helmet. Is it mostly tin, aluminum? I hardly ever saw him, and even when I did, he always hid his face and voice behind a mask. I have no idea who or what he is. All I know is that he has always been obsessed with old Ryuvian legends. He's always spurting nonsense about lost technology and becoming immortal. I think conquering Ryuvia has been an obsession of his for years. I think that's supposed to be spouting nonsense? I don't know. Rumor has it that he's amassing a collection of Ryuvian relics from across the galaxy. For what purpose? Nobody knows. Whatever purpose it is, it's not for ending world hunger. Someone like Arcadius finding lost technology is bad news for the entire galaxy. We have to act fast to stop him before he becomes unstoppable. You're now the Queen of Ryuvia. What are you going to do? I don't even want to think about being called that. I'm through with being royalty, Captain. It's just not what I was meant to be. You have every right to choose your own destiny, Asaga. Ryuvia has been ruled by a monarch for too long. After all this is over, I'm abdicating. Nobody needs kings and queens in this age, Captain. The people deserve elected officials, not royals. You're right. That's the best you can do for your people right now. And that'll be all. I'm glad to have you back, Asaga. Glad to be back too, Captain. So, let's take a look around. Pinky, what's her name, isn't anywhere. Repair drones, quant. I don't really see anything worthwhile there. Anyway, let's talk to Stabby Stabby. I must say, that was quite a rescue, Captain. I wasn't sure if we could have pulled it off. I think Ava said the exact same thing, word for word. Of course we had to pull it off. Asaga's a member of our crew. One day, Captain, that heart of yours is going to get you killed. Just hope I'm there to save your ass when that happens. Aw, look, we have one fan. That heart's the reason why you're still on board the ship, Kari. Doing the right thing and doing the expedient thing aren't mutually exclusive, you know. You can stand for what's right and still make it out all right. All right, Captain. Anyways, did you need me for something? Do you think we should fight alongside the Alliance? I meant what I said earlier. The only chance we have of stopping Pact is to work with the Alliance. Right now, practically the entire neutral rim belongs to Pact, and the few independent planets left don't stand a chance by themselves. Pact needs to be stopped, no matter the cost. I say working with the Alliance is the best chance we've got at ending this war quickly. And those are a bit long. I don't know if I like this yet. If the Alliance does defeat Pact, what will that mean for planets like Sarah? Won't we be replacing one dictator for another? Well, once Pact's gone, the Alliance will probably fill in the power vacuum. Not sure what that'll mean for the neutral rim. Maybe that's spoilers for the third part of the trilogy. Probably the current Pact-occupied territories will end up being occupied by the Alliance instead. Either way, it doesn't look like your planet will be able to return to the way things were. Judging from the way the damn thing got shot up, I could have told you that. Not going to let Sarah become a colony, Alliance or Pact. Hopefully for you, the Solar Congress will be too busy debating to make much of a difference. Well, that's assuming the military doesn't take over anyways. And I know there is supposed to be an ending in the finished product where you can become the Emperor, so I might be hinting at that. Anyways, that's too far into the future to really predict. I agree, Kari. Right now, it's obvious that you're going to need the Alliance's help if you're going to take back Sarah. If the Alliance is going to offer their help in stopping Pact, we have to take it. There's no other way to stop Pact. I get what you're saying. I'll keep it under advisement. Thanks, Captain. Anyways, tell me what ends up happening. And let's check in on BDI. Captain, thought I'd find you here. Thanks for helping us out with the rescue. The worst has come to pass. Ryuvia has fallen. Not yet. The Queen still lives. We'll liberate Ryuvia and free your people. My sacrifice is meaningless. In my time, the Holy Ryuvian Empire stretched across the galaxy. It was the center of all the sciences, civilization, and produce. And yet, you tell me the Ryuvia of today is nothing more than a forgotten world, to be conquered so easily by barbarians. Your sacrifice was not in vain. For over a millennia after your death, the flame of Ryuvia burned on. It was only within the last 400 years that Ryuvia lost its power, and only due to infighting within the royal court. And so it was us who sabotaged our own empire and caused our own eventual collapse. Yes. And nothing has changed. Leave me, I wish solitude. Alright. You don't have to be alone, Solo. We're all here for you. Farewell. And let's go check in on Chigara. Captain, thank you for helping Asaga. As her friend, it means a lot to me for what you did for her. Of course, we had to rescue her. Asaga's a member of our crew. I'm glad to have you as our captain, Captain. Was there anything else you needed? Perhaps an anomaly to scan? A new research project? Nothing at the moment, Shigaro. Please come by my lab anytime you need anything, Captain. By the way, you're not startled anymore when I come around. I installed some cameras around engineering which now warn me whenever you approach. Oh. I didn't know you did that. Is it not allowed? Well, I'm sure it's fine, just don't let Ava find out about it. Yes, Captain. Maybe I could test out my new camouflage composite on them. Okay, let's head up to the Captain's quarters and play the event. Captain, have you checked the holovision? No? The Solar Alliance just declared war on Pact. Admiral Grey is on the line for you. Seems like the invasion of Ryuvia finally woke the Alliance up. Put me through. Captain, a pleasure to see you again. Admiral Grey. You put us in quite a bind in Versta. I have no idea what you may be referring to. You had a mission which you fulfilled. That is all which I recall. Word of your daring rescue of the princess has spread even here. I must say, Captain, I've been quite impressed you made it out of that alive. I have one hell of a team here, Admiral. Yet the rescue is merely the silver lining of a grim situation. With the fall of Ryuvia, Pact is in perfect position to strike Farport, the entryway into Alliance space. If Farport falls, Pact will flood into at least 5 populated Alliance systems before we can even muster our forces. The Alliance has not seen a war fought within our own soil in 100 years. Pact occupation of an Alliance planet is not an option. We must hold Farport if we are to win this war. We're already in position here at Farport, we just need some repairs and supplies. I have sent 4 of our closest fleets to Farport to mount a defense. I will not mince words, the situation is not looking good here. Years of neglect and bureaucratic resistance have made our fleets inefficient. Only one of the fleets which I have dispatched will make it in time to meet the Pact assault. Our fleets are not prepared for this war. Some of our ships have not even been manned for decades. Worse, our supplies and ships are scattered across our territory with no unifying chain of command. But all is not lost, Captain. We have very skilled pilots and an economic base which far outproduces Pact. We will muster our strength and meet Pact head-on. It will merely take time. You must hold out at Farport with the 2nd Fleet until the remaining fleets arrive. What is the size of the enemy fleet? Is this actually the final mission? Our intelligence reports that 5 Pact fleets are converging on Farport's position. The commander of the attack will be Venazar Colon. I believe you are already familiar with him. Altogether, I predict at least 7 battleships, 6 carriers, 80 cruisers, and over 400 support vessels. Further, we believe Arcadius himself will observe the battle from his flagship, the Legion. If we only have 1 fleet to defend the planet, we're outnumbered nearly 1 to 5. Those aren't good odds, Admiral. Yes, which is why I'm appointing you my special advisor. You're the only one who's fought these odds. Nobody in the Alliance fleet has even seen a Pact vessel up close, yet you know how they operate. You're the only person we have who fought them outside of simulators. Your mission is the defense of the Alliance gateway world Farport. You must hold out there until our reinforcements arrive. Understood, Admiral. I know I'm asking much. To help you prepare for the battle, I'm sending you one of my personal advisors to your starship. That's the Kriska girl. I understand that you're currently looking for more pilots. I'm sure she'll be a valuable asset to your crew. We'll need all the help we can get. Thank you, Admiral. She's a talented pilot and a loyal officer. I'm sure she'll fit in with your crew. She's already been dispatched and will arrive with the 2nd Fleet by tomorrow. I expect she'll be given due care. That'll be all for now, Captain. My lieutenant will give you the specifics over the coming battle when she arrives. Admiral Grey out. I know when you're referring to the people by their actual rank, it's supposed to be capitalized, like Captain, previous instances of Admiral. Not sure about Lieutenant here, though. An Alliance officer here. Not sure if the crew will like this. That Admiral sure is pushy. We can use her as a decoy. So, I may have black screened that, or I may have cut that out entirely, but that's the one scene that you should be on guard for. What am I thinking lately? No, this isn't the time for that. You've got a fight to win, Asaga. Come on, you're the hero of justice, for freedom and equality. It's not working. You are the queen. How long have you been there? The stars give me peace. You know, you don't have to call me that. I'm just Asaga. I am Sola. What are you doing here? Reflecting. Farport was a mighty trade world during my time. Merchants from across the Empire gathered here to engage in commerce and exchange ideas. It was the gateway to the core worlds, where Ryuvian splendor met the exotic cultures of outsiders. And it was the place where I was born. Yet now, it is merely an abandoned world, where civilization has been overtaken by the wilderness. One day, this place will be a bustling port again. After we send packing back to New Eden, Ryuvia will grow again. Our empire has become weak. Our enemies have stolen our technology. Our culture has been forgotten. That's why we gotta change. It was our own arrogance which led to our fall. The Ryuvian lords became too selfish. Sons killed their fathers, brothers betrayed brothers, all for a piece of the Ryuvian dream. In the end, in our fight to own the Empire, we destroyed the very thing we wanted. We're going to make a new Ryuvia, where the leaders act for the good of the people. The Talbur was right to illuminate only for you. You desire the captain to lead by your side. No, whatever gave you that idea? The captain's got his own mission. Total surrender of Pact and the liberation of his homeworld, Sarah. Your face. Huh? It is red. Time to calibrate the Blackjack for the big battle. You better get your Seraphim ready too. She's still no queen. Captain, the second fleet has arrived and our guest is waiting for us in the hangar. Right, well, let's go meet our new guest. Are you sure this is wise, Captain? Laying foreign military personnel on board the ship, I mean. Let's just say the Admiral insisted. Let's see who she is before making any judgments, though. Understood, Captain. Lieutenant Kriska Stairs, reporting for duty, sir. Hey. I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. At ease, Lieutenant. I'm Captain Kato Shields, and this is First Officer Ava Crescentia. Welcome aboard the Sunrider. My pleasure, sir. I've been ordered by Admiral Gray himself to serve as the Alliance Liaison Officer on board the Sunrider. I look forward to working with you, Captain. Tell me about yourself, Lieutenant. Rank Lieutenant First Class, 22 years of age, previous service, commander of the air group on board the Alliance carrier Montesquieu. Hometown, New Seattle, Luna. You were in Alliance CAG? Then what are you doing here on the Sunrider? CAG. Yeah, that's not ringing any bells for me. I go wherever my duties require me to, ma'am. A long way from home, at least. Did you come with your own rider? Yes, Captain. I've already arranged to have the Paladin transferred to the Sunrider. You'll find it a fine complement to your current rider wing, I'm sure. Glad to hear. You're a member of our crew now. Feel free to make yourself at home. But if you mess up, it's the airlock for you. Thank you, sir. Ava will help you move into our crew quarters. You think you can squeeze one more person into the female quarters, Ava? I've already taken the liberty of converting the male quarters to accommodate the growing size of our female crew. What? Obviously, I will not allow any males to join our team in light of the modifications I have made. Even that Ava knows how to crack a joke, huh? Or is she actually serious? And more people to talk to. Oh, good God. This part is gonna last forever. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a break. But we're going to round out this section by talking to everyone. Shigara, you're first. Oh, it's the captain. Okay, they're together. That's good news. Good evening, Captain. Are Our next battle will be the biggest one yet. How are you two holding up? Don't worry about a thing. Chigara and I will do our best. How about you, Chigara? Are you eating alright? It's a little hard to just because I'm so nervous, but I think I'll be alright. No, Chigara. You gotta eat before a fight, or else you're gonna run out of energy. Not everyone's as macho as you, Asaga. And she's doing her Cho'Gath impression. I'm sorry, Captain. I haven't really been sleeping well lately, ever since we left for Uvia. It was frightening to finally meet the Venizar in person. I can still hear his voice ringing in my head when I sleep. Ah, don't be scared, Chigara. We'll take him down together. Venizar S. Arcadius. Who do you think he is underneath that mask? He was the former slave who led the Pact Rebellion against the new Empire, right? I heard some rumors from my father's advisors that the man who claims to be Arcadius now might actually be a different person, though. Why do you suppose he always wears that mask, Captain? Might be to make the Venizar appear immortal. Even if Arcadius dies, someone else could just take the mask and continue on as if nothing's changed. An immortal leader, huh? Remember, the ancient Ryuvian kings poured billions into researching immortality. Even though they couldn't succeed, the research led to some crazy breakthroughs for anti-aging facial creams. Ava might be interested. You wouldn't happen to have some now, would you? I think the last stores were depleted decades ago. Still, I'd love to see who was underneath that mask. I want to be the one to finally tear that mask off. One day, Asaga. One day. So does that mean... what? She moved. Chigara, this better be good. Oh, Captain. Calibrating the Liberty for the big day? I was just finishing up. You haven't been looking well so lately. Still not sleeping well? Sorry, I hope I won't be a burden during battle. You're still the best engineer we've got. Get some rest. The Venizar's voice, I feel like it's ringing in my head. It calls out to me like a siren song. Hey, relax. You've been under a lot of stress lately. I'm sorry, Captain. I must just sound crazy. Please forget what I just said. I've been thinking about what happened on Diode lately. You mean the Diode catastrophe? Yes. Do you want to talk about it? If it's not too much trouble, I was just finishing up with the Liberty here. Come on, I have a tea set in my office. Here, take your pet. All these brews are from Sarah. Thank you, Captain. Make yourself at home, Chigara, but stay off the bed. Huh, I never imagined Sarah Command would give me such a nice office. I guess the Sunrider is pretty cutting edge in more ways than one. I heard from the reports that nobody made out of the Diode catastrophe alive. I guess they forgot to count one survivor. Yes. Diode was a strange world in a former binary star system where one of the suns had collapsed into a black hole, obviously of no interest to anyone but scientists. My father was the lead scientist on the Paradox Project. I was actually born on the space station on the science station on Diode. The Paradox Project. We were seeking the holy grail of scientific technology, the power to control time. Imagine a device which lets you return to the past and redo your life, or which allowed you to restore yourself after you were killed, or which even allowed you to remove your enemies before they were even born. Not even the ancient Ryuvians discovered that power, or else they'd still be alive today. Technology like that is dangerous. Captain, technology is only as good as the person wielding it. In the right hands, technology like that could save billions of lives. Might even mark the next stage of human existence. With such technology, wars, famine, and even human conflict would be mooted. Power to control time would mark a new phase in our existence as a species. We would manipulate not 3 dimensions, but 4. So what happened to the Paradox Project? Something went wrong with the project. We accidentally opened a black hole in orbit around the planet, destroying our research station and most of Diode in the process. Luckily, I managed to get away on an escape pod, but the rest of the team weren't so lucky. Both my parents died in the accident. As far as I know, I was the only survivor. I'm sorry to hear that. That accident must have been tragic. Well, it only blew up half a freaking world. Yes. I never want to see people around me die again. I'll do my best to protect this ship. Of course, Chigara. We'll do everything in our power to make sure nobody else has to die. Unless it maximizes my bottom line. In which case, open season. Yes, Captain. I'm counting on you. The tea was delicious. Really? My sister got them for me. And one thing I can talk about now, I don't think I mentioned it before, but his sister was intended to be Sola, but I guess they didn't want to go the whole incest angle, and now she's the former princess. I'm feeling better now. I'm glad to have you as our captain. I'll try not to let you down. Thank you for having me over. You must have other matters to attend to. It's my pleasure, Chigara. You can knock on my door anytime you need me. Maybe I will. Goodbye. Okay, the game is just screwing with me at this point. Stabby, stabby, you're up. I'm not going to let you touch my phoenix. Miss... yeah, I don't really give a damn what her name is. Stabby, stabby. Your rider is in violation of at least 14 different Alliance safety regulations. In its current condition, I cannot allow it to fly without fly with the rest of the squad. What's going on here? Captain Shields, I was informing Stabby Stabby that her rider is a potential safety hazard to both herself and the crew. What's wrong with it? The only thing wrong with it is that I cut through the damned red tape the Alliance puts around everything. The Solar Congress and the Carium lobby's pockets, all Alliance riders seem to have exhaust ports made with Carium, even though pretty much the whole galaxy knows Horatium works just as well and is lighter. Mercenary fails to point out that Horatium explodes into 1,000 razor-sharp fragments when it explodes, while Carium explodes into harmless strings. Captain, you cannot allow such a danger to exist on your hangar bay. Safety of your pilots is at stake here, all for the ego of one mercenary. I've used Horatium all my life, and I've never had problems with it. That's just damn propaganda spread by the Carium lobby to make the galaxy buy an obsolete good that should have been kicked off the market ages ago. If the Solar Congress actually let people decide what to buy instead of gets bullied by cartel interests, then everyone would know Horatium is stronger, lighter, and more efficient. Concerns have been noted, Lieutenant, but this is my ship, and we don't follow Alliance protocol here. Understood, sir. Will you excuse me if I steer clear of the Phoenix while it's doing burn tests on the hangar floor? I would recommend that. Don't come back to me begging for Horatium when the Phoenix leaves your paladin in the dust during battle. Well then, I do believe I have more work to do. May I be dismissed, Captain? You're dismissed, Lieutenant. Sir. Good riddance. Just who does she think she is, coming on board the ship and bossing everyone around? Okay, let's bite the bullet. Ava first. Finished helping Soldier Girl move in? Or, that's Kato speaking. Finished helping Soldier Girl move in? All done. By the way, I think you should take a look at this. I took the liberty of looking a bit deeper into our Lieutenant's service records on the Alliance. And? Well, I find a slight discrepancy. Her records indicate that she served on the Montesquieu 2 days before it was officially commissioned. Could have been nothing, but after what happened with Claude, I got Chigara to take another look at it. She discovered that the Lieutenant's record had been wiped clean and then rewritten with new data. As far as Chigara can tell, she doesn't even think the Montesquieu is a real ship. So what are you saying? An ace pilot with a fake profile serving on board a ship that doesn't exist? Sounds like something only Alliance Special Ops would do. Should have known. Our new pilot's probably the Admiral's spy sent here to keep tabs on us just in case. Doesn't look like the Alliance quite trusts us yet, does it? Want me to keep an eye out for her? Keep our guest on a short leash. If she does anything suspicious, tell me immediately. Understood, Captain. If she so much as sneezes suspiciously, I'll make a log of it. Saga, you're up. Holy. Shh, Chigara. Not sure if we're allowed to be here, Asaga. It's all for the sake of the ship, Chigara. All for the sake of the ship. What are you two doing here? Captain. Don't break our cover, Captain. We're keeping our eyes on the spy. You mean the Lieutenant? Who else? wouldn't have been spreading rumors about her, have you, Asaga? Me? No, 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 no. I might have warned some of the crew who were eating with me in the lounge. About the Admiral's mole, but nothing more. Just doing my duty to the ship, sir. I'm sorry, Captain. I accidentally let slip to Asaga about the Lieutenant's forged service record. No, everyone can tell that you're here. See? Look at Ava glaring at you from across the bridge, Asaga. I think you have a lecture coming later. Well, I think the two of us will be going back to the hangar, tune up our riders, practice a bit on the simulator, you know, piloty stuff. Yeah, I think so too. See you. Sorry about this, Captain. Okay, last sweep. Okay, this has gone on kind of long, so I'm gonna put a break here and we'll go into battle next time. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.